The historic capital of EU neighbour Ukraine is a bustling metropolis in the midst of change. It is also home to the International Centre for Policy Studies, one of 44 members of PASOS.
ICPS was created as a think tank, and it was meant to be a think tank, and in those days it was 97 when it had already existed as a group of economists who were providing confidential advice to the Ministry of Economy. The word think tank in Ukraine didn't sound very familiar.
Fast forward 13 years and missing out civil society and ENPI, a groundbreaking ICPS policy paper is the first recipient of the PASOS Think-Tank Award. The report charges that EU economic aid excludes input from NGOs in 4 countries: Azerbaijan, Georgia, Moldova and Ukraine.
It's not enough to talk about civil society involvement in the ENPI processes if we are not talking about civil society involvement or non-state actors involvement in policy-making mechanisms on national level.
The report drew the attention of officials at the European Commission. In an email sent to ICPS, Egidio Canziani, deputy head of the EU's Aid Co-Directorate, wrote, "I find the report well laid out, clearly argued, and based on a thorough process of consultation with civil society at the local level. The report includes a very useful set of recommendations that have caught our attention. These will no doubt be extremely useful for the forthcoming preparation of the new ENPI regulation." On the whole, an excellent piece of work, and certainly an example of how NGOs can monitor and stimulate the European Commission.
We felt that this dealt with an innovative topic. It was deftly handled. And we felt that this report would really help the NGO community in a number of countries understand better the problem of gaining access to important European institutions and possibly have a much wider impact beyond just the boundaries of the country itself.
PASOS is also recognizing a study by the Centre for Research and Policy Making in Macedonia. Linking higher education and the labour market took second place in the PASOS Award contest.
Our study inspired several reforms. First of all, we managed to persuade the Ministry of Education and Science to regulate criteria for internships that are compulsory in Macedonia. Secondly, we persuaded the government to continuously evaluate the public universities. And thirdly, we managed to persuade 2 top universities to include in their economy and legal departments curriculum to be for educational results to be added to the training curriculum, which actually enhances the quality of higher education in the country.
Next, Living in a Ghetto from Forum 2015 in Kosovo was honoured with 3rd place. The report looks at how visa rules have turned Kosovo into the most isolated place on earth.
Today, when all of the Western Balkans, with the exception of Kosovo, is moving towards eventual EU integration, a new landscape is being drawn. Citizens of the Balkans are becoming more mobile in many ways, have never been closer to Europe. However, Kosovo remains the exception. It is becoming a black hole in Europe.
I'm standing here today to let people in the European Union know that while they are celebrating the 21st anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, there is a virtual wall being built around Kosovo nowadays.
I think the idea behind the PASOS Awards is to show the commitment of the network to the high-level policy standards in the work of the members, something that has been endorsed by the board and also as an outcome of a project of policy standard setting that PASOS has been working on for quite some time, and that should result in producing a manual which can be used by the members in their day-to-day work. Also the fact that there is the financial incentive and the jury, which is actually deciding about awarding the awards, is composed of very respected and high-level international experts, analysts. It's something that should make the award kind of attractive for the members to compete for. So we hope that there will be even more growing interest in the future in joining this kind of competition.